Hey everyone, it's Austin and welcome back to the channel. It's day 332 on my journey to 2000 where I'll be uploading a video about my journey there every single day until I make it there. So don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Thank you guys very much and let's do it. Alright. After yesterday's loss, we're at 1835. And don't forget to check out fiandketoclub.com. Link in description. Okay, so we got the King's Indian. We've definitely been getting some interesting games in the King's Indian. Is it King E1 or Knight E1? Shoot, I remember just looking at this with ye old coach. And I remember being in like this exact position, and I'm pretty sure that Knight E1, Knight D3 is supposed to be the maneuver before you go with B4 and this whole idea. So let's do it. No fear. F3, baby. I don't know. I'm just feeling it. Just feeling it out here. Oops, sorry about that. It's all for the love of the game, right? It's all for the discovery of new things. I was just trying not to talk because an ambulance just went by with its sirens on. It was super loud. But my my mic settings have like a minimum sound pickup. Like it will force it to be 0 if it's not loud enough. And thankfully it just wasn't loud enough. No, F3 was bad. No, F3 was bad because what was I supposed to do? I was supposed to threaten this. I'm pretty sure in this position I'm supposed to play B4, and then if F4 then we play this and it's just really good for us. I don't know. Whoa. Let's keep sending. When in doubt, send it out. I don't know, I'm just playing intuitively right now and not calculating, which is like really bad. But it's all good. It's all good. I've found myself very impatient for chess the past couple days, mostly just yesterday and today, where I kind of just don't really feel like calculating, which is a really bad place to be when you're trying to play at a high rating level. I'll give you $10 if you take that pawn. $10 is a lot of money. I'm just saying. Yeah, man, I have no idea what is going on in the game right now. On days like this, I should probably just boot up a 10-minute game instead of a 15-10 because I'm like playing all my moves instantly. I think this move is kind of a must. But what do I know? If here, I'm definitely going here. Because if here, then I'm going to take, and push. And that's going to be really exciting for me. After takes. Whoa. I like it. I'm going to continue with my ideas. If here, I think just take with the pawn. I don't know. Just trying to have fun with it. Sorry I'm not saying much, it's because I'm really not thinking that much. So this is the classical system of the King's Indian Defense, huh? Pretty fun. What's another little personal anecdote that I could tell you? Somebody asked me what my job is. And somebody that comments on the channel a lot. And I think it would be fun to tell you how I got my background in civil engineering. So, how I got my background. So, I knew that I wanted to be an engineer since a very young age. And because I knew I wanted to be an engineer from a very young age... Really? Interesting. Very interesting. I knew I wanted to be an engineer from a very young age, and when I was going from middle school into high school, there was the opportunity in my county to apply for a technical school, a magnet school which taught trades, and one of the trades was computer-aided design and drafting. And I'm sure a lot of you guys know, a lot of the engineering that gets done nowadays, it's all using CAD. Like, CAD is like a really big program, it's a really big system, it's very important. So that was what I wanted to do. I wanted to prepare to be an engineer by learning CAD. So I applied and I got waitlisted, but I ended up getting in. And then from there, I took my coursework very seriously. It was kind of like something that you would have just a normal class, but it was more often than a normal math or science class. You would have it like several times a week. And I learned about AutoCAD and I learned about the conventions of drafting and all of these things, and I just fell more in love with it. And then my senior year, I had the opportunity, again, through something in my county that unfortunately is no longer offered, but it was called the Work Experience Program. And in the Work Experience Program, I was able to stop going to my class and basically get a real life internship my senior year, where every other day I would alternate between one day in school, one day at this internship, and then one day in school, one day at the internship. So like 1 week I'd be at the internship 3 days, the other I'd be there 2 days. So that was kind of what started the situation. And oh my god, I just realized the shirt that I'm wearing. Okay, this is really funny. My senior year, the company in which I got placed was Site Resources. So Site Resources, we do site civil engineering and landscape architecture, and we're a design consultant. That's all we do is design. But I originally thought I wanted to be a mechanical engineer. I wanted to go work for the DoD. I wanted to design munitions. I really wanted to get into ballistics. I was very interested in that. Still am. But I just fell in love with site civil engineering. The idea that you could design something so large scale and have it come to life before your eyes in such a quick time frame. Most of our projects, it's like 2 years in design, 2 years to build it, and then you move on. So within 4 years, you take the idea of a new high school. You take the idea of a new volunteer fire company. You take the idea of a new public library, and that's an interesting idea. You take the idea of all of these things, and then what ends up happening is he wants to get in with his queen, which I think is just brilliant. Sorry, I'm gonna need to take a minute to think about this. Why aren't I taking here? Because takes, and this is supposed to be scary. Takes. Here. Takes. Let's take that. Let's take this. Let's take this. I'm calculating. Don't worry. I'm just not saying anything. If he goes here, there's no threat because he can't take. If he goes there... Uh-oh. What was I going to do if he went there? Uh-oh. I guess I have to take. Uh-oh. Takes, queen takes, king here. If I go here and he takes and he goes here, then that's mate. So that doesn't quite work. If I take, queen takes here, then what? Here. But yeah, I'll just finish the story real quick. So, to make a long story short, and I probably shouldn't, but still, I've been with Site Resources ever since then. So that was when I was a senior in high school. This was about 10 years ago. This August will be 10 years since I started there. And I worked there part-time while I was in high school, pretty much full-time while I was at community college, part-time while I went to University of Maryland, and now I've been there full-time for about 5 years. Got my professional engineering license, all that, and yeah, now I'm the real deal, which is great. Let's take. Let's take. Why not? I might be getting mated. I'm probably getting mated. But it'd be pretty cool if I didn't. If I found a way to squirm my way out. I was kind of counting on being able to take this knight and the queen be a principal defender in the attack, but I just didn't have time after g3, obviously. Him taking with the pawn would be awesome. should have played the move and then told the story, because now we're waiting. But yeah, man, it's just been really awesome to be able to find such a great group of people to be able to work with and enjoy my job so much. I mean, you know, every job has its ups and downs, but I can say with a lot of confidence that I really enjoy what I do. You know, I find a lot of, that's what I'm looking for. Fulfillment. I find a lot of fulfillment in what I do, which I think is really important, especially for guys. Feel like you're working towards something bigger than yourself. Let's not forget I'm up a lot of material here, so if I don't get mated, then I should be able to win. Unless he somehow wins it all back. I think queen takes is like very natural, so I think it's just hard for him to find a follow-up after that. Wow, he takes like that, but that allows me to trade pieces now. Let's think. Check. 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 So check if knight takes. Knight here. Check here. Check here. Check. Check here. I'm certain that this is the move, but I'd like to try to practice my calculation. Check here. Taking the knight is very simple, so I think he has to take with the knight. And then after he takes with the knight, I think we just play knight takes here. And then check here. That's actually mate. So that doesn't quite work. So we have to reimagine things a little bit. Check knight takes. Here. Check here. Here. This check. Here. Can't give any checks here. But he could give this check, but then I go here. Check. There's no check there because the king covers. Or the queen covers. I think King G2 is the only move to continue trying to survive. But finding the right move in such situations is very difficult. Yeah. If he gives this check, can I just come back? Because he has no follow-up checks. Pretty interesting. Pretty interesting game. Man, it's already 5 o'clock here, Sunday evening. My Sunday is just blown away. Very unfortunately. I still have to do some meal prepping. I'm gonna start getting back into the gym this week, heavier. I don't know if many of you guys know this about me, but I was like a complete gym rat from the time I graduated college until about the time that I started the YouTube channel. It's really hard to find time for, well, not really when I started the YouTube channel. I stopped a lot when I was studying for my PE exam. So last year was a big year for me. Last year, I studied for the PE exam for about 4 months, sat in May, passed, granted professional engineer May 31st, and then after May 31st, I got right into rebuilding my deck on my house. And then after I rebuilt my deck on the house, like that same week I started the YouTube channel. So kind of like around the probably February of last year, I really, yeah, just didn't do as much. Here, I completely did not see this check. And that's a big problem. But right now, it's the only move that doesn't get me mated in 1 move or 2 moves. Whoa, we played that really fast. So I'm obviously not going to give up my queen, so let's do this. This is one of those situations where you could try to calculate all the way out, you know, like what's going to happen, but like these are my only moves. So it's like you calculate a couple moves, you realize, okay, I literally have to play this, otherwise I know that I lose in like 2 moves. So then you just play it because you know that it's not losing in 2 moves by kind of like a process of elimination. And then you go from there. Okay, so let's go here. He is getting pretty close to promoting. I will tell you that. Pretty fun game, man. Yeah, I don't know how I stopped promotion after that. This could get pretty interesting. Interesting. He really wants me to play this, so I pin my knight and I can't take the bishop back. So I think this is a strong move, in which case I think I go here defending, while simultaneously preparing this. Because if he goes here and I take, then this comes. Okay. I don't know about that move. I don't know about that move. He gives a check there. Okay. I see the idea now. This check wins this. Why didn't I just take this pawn? I don't know. Should probably think for more than like 0.2 seconds, to be honest. Yeah. Let's go here now. This move is not available. Interesting. Let's make a queen. Do I even have to do that? Can I just step out of the way and he has no more checks? How about if I go here? I can't go there, the knight's covering that. Here he has this, then I go here, then he has this. Yeah. He just resigns, GG. Yeah, man. Got a King's Indian defense. I played a 78. He played a 75. And it was a real back and forth game. I'll flip full screen for this. Sorry. I always forget how to get back to the review. The highlights. But I lost the game several times there. I had 3 inaccuracies, 4 mistakes, and 2 blunders. And I just sent it. Okay, and I played all the right moves. Good. A4 was better. And then after G4, we would play F takes, H takes, which feels weird. Knight F2 hits that. What if you play this? H takes. D takes C is weird. Bishop C4. Pardon? Threatening this. Okay. I mean, this is very engine-like. I find the positions like this, I just can't even analyze with the engine, to be honest. Like, I need to look at it with my coach, because the engine can find every tactic perfectly. Okay, so this was a better idea. And then after CD, then what? Knight here, like I thought. But this was a blunder by him to sack. And then takes. G takes was the best. F takes was an inaccuracy. Taking this first was better, but then I just thought this. Rook F2 holds everything. Knight takes F2. Knight takes F2. Because if king takes, then the pawn drops. But everything is so delicate here. King H7 is the best move, apparently. Probably defending the knight. Just as an idea. Rook F1 feels like you're kind of choking your king to death. This move? Why aren't we taking the pawn? What if we take the pawn? This is fine too. Okay, now it's saying it's the best move. Okay, great. Should have taken here. I considered this move. Just giving some of the material back, and then after king h1, you just have nothing. Like, literally nothing. But this is a little scary, right? Queen h3 hits that. Knight b5 defends, while simultaneously hitting that, which is the only move, by the way. Now bishop g4 comes in, trying to give this check. Knight b2 defends it while threatening a queen trade. Let's not forget we're up a lot of material here. f3, threatening mate. Wants rook g1. Rook f2 is slightly worse. Rook g1. I don't know. Then this. Then queen takes. Take here with check. Rook takes, and if you take this, then we have this. No, what is this? It's almost mate if we couldn't bring the rook back to block. It's just a King's Indian. What can you say? Now this is a draw, apparently. And apparently I should have played this. That is such a good move. Queen h2. Now king f1 isn't getting us mated because the king has this square. So if you go here, well, that square is also defended. So if you give this check, bishop g2 is just killer. So what mistake did he make? Yeah, see now, I kind of thought that this wasn't his best move. I thought he should have went for this immediately. Which is the best move. And black is better because it's saying that we have to sack. If we play this now, then it's just bishop takes. And if we play this, then this is just mate. It doesn't matter. You're already out of squares. Yeah, it just wants to sack all the pieces. This is a blunder. So now it's closer to drawing. Oh, I could have just taken this. No, but that would have been terrible. Yeah, no, that would have been terrible. King takes was better. Then after takes, he does have this check. Wow, king a4 is the only move that doesn't draw, apparently. king c6. Wow, this loses the queen, which is crazy. Oh my god, that's insane. Okay, but none of that happened, and this was a blunder. Because if he played this, then I guess I would have lost the queen again. With the same sequence. Yeah. So I really needed to take that pawn. But I was just kind of playing because he was in time pressure, and I was about to play this. Let's see if it was the best move. No, just king over here was the best move, because here he has no more checks. Okay, valid. Besides to take this. And then we're taking this on the next move, and he has no hope of promoting. If he goes here, we just take here. If he promotes, then we just take, and then we win this. So pretty easy. Okay. So yeah, I mean, like, can't wait to analyze this one with the coach to see how the opening went. I feel like I played just... That's the thing about playing the King's Indian is I feel like you kind of have to just turn your brain off and just go. Otherwise, you're going to overthink what they're doing on the king side. You just have to trust. It's kind of like playing a game of chicken. This is kind of how I see King's Indian positions. Like, whoever cracks first and starts making moves on their side of the board usually, like, wins. So, in my mind, I'm like, I'm not going to make a move on the king side. No, you have to make moves on the queen side. I'm going to make you. And then that's what ended up happening. He sacked here, which didn't make a lot of sense. Even here, apparently, this is just better for black, so... But he overreacted to my threat. Even this isn't a threat. Yeah, this is like -2. This is hilarious. Wow. Whatever. Rook f6. 91. Now where's the knight going? Whatever. You get the idea. But he sacked material. Here, here. Here, here. Queen b2 here. Just takes. No fear. G takes. King f2. Queen f2, sorry. And like we're just up a piece here. Like this is all good. No, what is the material? We're up a rook for 2 pawns. But the c7 pawn is crazy. Yeah. Alright guys, lots of analysis on this one, but this was kind of an interesting game. You'll have to let me know what you thought about it in the comments down below. How did you like the way that I played it? Just kind of, like I said, just kind of turning my brains off and playing the standard King's Indian moves until it got to be a critical point. I feel like that's just kind of the vibe. Sorry, I'm still looking at the analysis. Alright. Thank you guys very much for watching. I appreciate it as always. I hope you have a great day, and I will see you tomorrow.